He has given me victory. Almighty God has given me victory. He has given me victory. Oh. All the days of my life I prayed. Everything that I have now you gave to me, Baba. Lord, I say for your love I'm grateful. Yes, you love me plenty, you came to die for me. Jehovah Rapha, Jehovah Nissi, I am that I am. Ooh. Oh, I search around, there's no one else like you. Lion of Judah, you're the man, the man, the man. God has given me victory. He has given me victory. God has given me victory. God has given me victory. He has given me victory. He has given me victory. Hallelujah. 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 Come and see what the Lord has done for me. He has taken away my sorrows and now I'm free. I got me, hallelujah, bro. I got my hallelujah, power. Because of Jesus, every day that I got to do. Double, heavenly blessing, I am at receive. Ah, yeah. God, in your grace and mercy is always to follow me. Yeah. He has given me victory. He has given me victory. God has given me victory. God has given me victory. He has given me victory. He has given me victory. Hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.
Welcome everyone that's here on this special occasion. Being 80 is not easy. And we can see, we know that he can go even 30 more. And tonight, I really want everyone to have fun with him. He's a fun guy. So, as I said, I'm not going to be talking, but I will try as much as possible to control this night.
Very, very special for me, so it's an honor. And we've always said at our church the past 14 years that relationships are more important than accomplishments. By investing in people's lives, loving people, encouraging people, you can tell that's taken place in this family. And we thank our Lord Jesus Christ for that. So let's pray. God, we thank you for this season when we just celebrated the birth of your Son, Jesus Christ, and how that turned this world upside down. Lord, we thank you for friends. We thank you for family. We thank you that we have today. We thank you for these 80 years. God, that you have blessed this family, watched over them, you brought them through difficult times and through good times, and we thank you for that. Lord, I pray for a blessing, that you put your massive arms around family and friends tonight, Lord, that you would be so evident in our lives by the way we walk through our lives, by touching, encouraging, and loving people. So God, bless this meal, bless the fellowship, Lord, and we just thank you for the example of what a marriage looks like. And by you sending your Son to die on the cross for us, Lord, that we have that eternity through you. And we just thank you. Thank you for tonight, God. We just give you all the praise, and all his people said. Amen.
Thank you, Pastor.
Good God, yes He is. Our God is a good God, yes He is. He lifts us up, He lifts us up. He turns us around, He turns us around. He sets our feet upon a soaring wall. Our grandpa is 80 years old right now. Our God is a good God, yes Grandpa. Birthday, Grandpa. Happy birthday, Grandpa. Happy birthday.
Okay. Kids have done theirs. So I'll call on Ngu, who is the landlord, to tell us something. Thank you.
Well, thank you all for coming here today. Thank you, Pastor Mark. I really appreciate you spending time with us. Thank you all our guests here. Just permit me for a second, I just want to address that. So that, I don't think I have ever done this publicly, but there will be no tears here. I'm just going to have a little conversation with you. I want to thank you for being you. I want to thank you for taking me to go see a lake in Lake Awing. In those days, I cannot imagine that you could even think of things like that. I thank you for going on field trips with us, teaching us about life, making us to understand that life is truly not really about material things, but your integrity matters. Dad, I thank you for being there for me, especially during the toughest times of my life. You've always been an inspiration to me. You've often taught me to be strong in spite of the obstacles that lie ahead of me. I recall when I was taking my exams in school. You showed up in school when I was taking one of the most critical exams of my life. And not to give me anything material, but just to kiss me and tell me you love me. I have never forgotten about that. And I want you to know that I am the person I am today, mostly because of you. And if I can be just a quarter of what you have been, I will be 10 times what I am today. I will remiss to mention that all of this, and you being here, could not have happened if not for that woman right there, my mom. Not that this is your day, but I just have to take a moment to thank this lady too. She's worked so hard, she's the pillar of the whole family. I want to assure you that I'm quite confident, like my other daddy here said, that I'll see you when you're 100 years old. It still amazes me at my dad's age. I have to let you guys know, he still drives an hour all the time to come see me almost every weekend. And we cannot take any credit for that, but just to give God all the glory. I just want to also say that if anything you feel that you haven't achieved in your life, you should look down on your kids, you look down on your grandkids. You have a generation that's going to fulfill whatever you haven't fulfilled. And I just pray that God will continue to give you strength. God will continue to give you wisdom. I know sometimes you feel like we are stubborn, but trust me, everything that you have taught us has stuck with us. So at this moment, I'm going to invite my mom. Mom, come, please come.
Hi. Hello. Happy New Year in advance. Happy Christmas in arrears. Really, I love words. I don't know what to say. First of all, I thank God for bringing everybody here. Thank God for everybody who has come here. I thank God for the friends we have. Thank God for the children we have. Thank God for the wives we have. Thank God for everything. What can I say? If none of you, everybody who is here, would not have had this great day. Nyindem, I call him Pa. I don't call him Peter. I call him Pa. Who is there? He's a Pa to me. He's a friend to me. He's a husband to me. He's everything. Look at him. Does he look 80? He is ever joking. I tell him, why do you talk like a child? You play with children in every group, he goes right down to the group. When he meets old people, he goes up. At home, he's a good husband, he's a good father, as my son has said. So I thank him, because without him, I will not have been here. Maybe I will not be living today. Thank him for everything. And I pray that God will give him many more days. Where is Kweti? Kweti? The first grandson. One day Pa said, Kweti asked, Pa, how old are you? Pa said, I'm 70. He said, what? At 100 years, you'll die. Kweti, you must die. So Kweti has said he's going to live up to 100 years. So I was laughing, up to 100 years is so much. Kweti, can you remember what you told Grandpa? His age, when he told his age, that he was 70, he said at 100 years, what will happen?
You will die.
He will die. See, I'm wishing him to live 100 years, but I wish him to live 150 years. Amen. Eh? Amen. Yes. God be with you. Amen. Yeah. For those who are still coming, I hope we can sing a song before we go to the table, because some people are still coming. Yes. I will listen. First, one song that part.
Yeah. So,
My brothers made reference to an old man in the house. So I got confused for a moment out here. I asked who's the old man. So before I say a word, I want to put some reference out here about who are the old people in the house. Just to put things into context, I'm the father of the uncle of that young man sitting out. To put things into context again, I'm the father of that young lady sitting out there. To put things into context again, that charming lady out there is one of my wives. Well, so it's truly a big day for us family out here. My name is Nyindem. I'm the second of our sons, of past many sons out. And I'm truly overwhelmed today because of what that man means to me and means to us. I'll share some, I'll go deep with some personal information out here. And I'll make a reference to what it means to be a Graffiti man.
people of the Grassfield region of, I don't want to go political, but of the Amazonia. People of the Grassfield region, I shall tell you, among the many things they take care of and family, it's hold on to their territory and real estate. It's a big thing. And when a man gives up prime real estate for the future of the children, it's a big sacrifice. When it came the moment for my brothers and I to pursue further education, this man gave what was prime real estate to him out here. And that goes deep and deep to me. It's one thing I will never forget. And my brothers will share that experience with you. And that goes to show the love and sacrifice. Going back again into context, I remember passing sitting in class, just made it through the common entrance, which was made it through the common entrance, and having my dad walk into class out and raise me up like a kid out, or watching Diego Maradona's, Cameroon with Oman Big scoring that goal, and my dad raised me up out there, showing that emotional side out there. There have been moments out there where it's been from the full side of standing up, raising us up like a man, and being that emotional side, and showing us out, showing up the different aspects out there of grooming our own kids, which I would never forget that. I'm just taking us back last week out there, sitting around the table with my son and other kids out there, playing rook out there. And he asked me, where did I learn? Did I learn it out with school? How did I learn how to play rook? And he was fidgeting out how to play, and not wanting to play and focusing on that. Told me, it's a special game my dad taught me. And he sat out there and played, and today he wants to play even more out there. Just to show how the word he's passed on to me just hasn't rested with me, but transcends over to the next generation. It's one which I carry with lots of pride and culture out here. And as I grew up as a parent out there, just raising one boy out here, and seeing a man who has raised tons and tons of boys out here, and standing up with pride and saying, we stand up strong as brothers, with our other brothers not with us out here, but standing up strong and saying, with full pride that he groomed us to what we are today, and with us being able to pass those blessings over to our kids out there, I think he deserves all the credit and all I could give out here. And words will not take me away. So, Papa, I just want to tell you, we hold a lot of pride for what you've been to us out here and what you've done for us. We know there's more coming, and as you hit that exercise bike every morning and you go out for that morning walk even in the snow out there, those are some of the tips we didn't pick out there. We can't relent on it. This is a man where the governmental system said he was retired more than what? 30 years ago, 30-something years ago, and how that with that physical fitness he still exercises out. I tell you, it's given me a lot. I mean, the mission and the goal setting, it's amazing, but I'm determined to follow, and I still want you to set more goals. And if that's what it takes, I'll put you on that challenge, set more goals, and we're right behind you. And we want to thank you, and Mami, it's keep on giving that support and pushing him on. And all I could say is we're behind him. You have all that love. Stand up proud for us. You've done a great job. Keep doing it, and we're right behind you. Thank you so much.
Because if I can talk now till the kingdom come, but the kingdom will not come. And since wise people say, brevity is the soul of wit, I will try to be brief. I want to say that I'm very privileged to be here today. And you will know the reason why I'm here. Matthew, come on. I am part and parcel of this family. Peter, who clocks 80, I knew him in a different field before these children came in. And that's what God takes credit for. Mother, where's my mother? Where's my mother? Let her come. My dear, Julie, come. This is my mother. Mother, you spend all that comes small. It is not given to every Dick, Tom, and Harry to reach 80 years. If you take into consideration that we come from Africa, Africa where disease, poverty, and misery are bedfellows. And I think that actually, though these 4 musketeers, they take credit for that. Clap for them. I want you to clap for them. If you did not know, it is the reason why that man there is still 80. I wish I get to 80. Because I'm just, I just have 3 scores with 3 years added. And if I look at him and say, well, one day I hope I get there. As I was saying, Julie, where are you? She's very far. These are my children. And they are the reason why me and mom are here. This is my mother, whose wife. I call her my mother. It is our first girl child. And I gave her my mother's name. If you came to this house, I'm referring to mother, you will know. I never call her by her name. And I want you to put her, a special hand for her, please. Peter, today you are 80. It is our wish. Somebody said they will add 30 more years. You do 30 years will come. That will be good. But we will never know. It is our wish. Man lives on hope. And hope is what you don't have yet, but you think that you will have. Because of what? Because of belief. I want to thank you for bringing us here today. And so we and my family, we are happy. And every day that I say something, I must give credit to one of these family members, Mr. Nyindem. He is the reason why I left Africa with my wife and saw America in the first place. There are some people who don't want to acknowledge something, and me, I speak my truth. Yes, and the truth shall make you free. And I came here, I discovered one thing. I discovered that my daughter, who was a son to my friend, Mike Bibo, who stand up, he said something. The day Mike Bibo and myself, we went to the minor seminary in Cameroon. So they call us, we are on our way, please. So when they opened the door and Mike saw me, he almost collapsed. Saying, I didn't want to talk. Motto for local balance. So I want to thank you people, thank everybody for coming. Peter, you will continue till the kingdom come. And when the kingdom will come, none of us will be there. Perhaps you will be the only one there. And if you are there, that was there too. You are 80. I'm just 3 scores plus. Take me to that level. And since we don't have anything to give, my dear, come. People say widow's mite, and we know what a widow's mite is. A widow's mite is what it is. It's not a widow's mite. A widow's mite is a treasure because it is all that you have. And I think what is in a gift is the spirit in giving. It's not what's inside. If I went and stole 10 million francs and gave you, it is nothing. But if I toil the soil, I keep the toilet, and I give you $1, it is a treasure. Do you understand? My escam. One of these letters. So you see, what I'm giving him is just a poem. So you give 5 envelopes. They come from the Kanas family. Thank you very much. Thank you everybody for coming.
Thank you.
And we pray for them.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. To Mr. Nyindem.
Yeah.
But before he does that, I have Mr. Nana and his group will come to give him some kind of chorus. And after that is done, the cake will be cut. And after the cake is cut, we're gonna have Mr. Nyindem's best man when he got married. You know what? He's been going around with his man all over.
Where's he?
So he's right here,
Where's he?
and it's none other than Dr. Mbandi. So Dr. Mbandi is going to talk, and after that, he will propose the champagne, open the champagne. So we'll be having the cake and the champagne at the same time.
Amen.
So let me give over to our choristers.
Make music. God said that in music.
Join us if you can. This is one of the commonest songs you can find. And it's been a special request by our father, so. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved the sinner.
on, you know, I don't know how to do this, but Mr. Mbandi has his wife here, so she's gonna at least direct him how to cut this cake. Over to you.
Peter.
Peter, can you come over?
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
This is so impromptu, but we have to do it. Peter here. I've known him forever. Since I got to meet Dr. Mbandi, I've known Peter. And that has been ages ago. When my ex told us about this birthday, we almost gave it away at one point. You know, it's hard to keep a secret, and he's always around the house. So we almost gave it away at one point, but fortunately, we you know, got ourselves together. So Peter, 80 years is not 80 days.
80 months.
Or 80 months. It's been a blessing. And since I've known Peter, I think it's one time that I've heard he's sick and was admitted in the hospital. And that was when he traveled from Cameroon to here, and I think he did not do his job on the plane. Went to a party. And so he had a blood clot. And yeah, that was because of, I should say, carelessness. Because if he had done his job on the plane, that wouldn't have happened. So, but that was the only time, for the number of years I've known him, to know that he's been sick. Even a headache, I've not heard him complain about a headache. So we should thank God for that. There are so many people who, before they get to this age, they are in and out of the hospital, or, I mean, they'll hardly have the good health that he has. So we should thank God for it. So to cut this cake, we are going to spell the word Jesus backwards.
Yes, yes.
So let's try it, if we can do that.
Take a picture by the cake.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce to you this family. This family is me and I am this family. A number of years ago, all these young men you see here were not standing by us. But as Mr. Nyindem himself will tell the story, it's amazing. God is wonderful. We are so happy to be together for many years, and it's a pleasure that up to this point, I can say very comfortable and enjoy life. I'm so happy to see them, some of them taller than me. At the time, they were not even in existence. We thank you all for coming to celebrate life. Many times it's good to celebrate
celebrate the life while you are alive than to wait when you are dead and carry calabashes of Nemo to glory. Thank you so much for coming. And Mr. Nyindem himself will tell you the story. He has a lot to say. Now, everybody should charge their glass with something to drink so we can make a toast. MC?
Abu, share them, man. Come on. You are.
Now, all we wish is good health to this family, God's blessings in the new year and forever. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Peter. Peter.
Everybody is in your mouth.
Happy birthday. Person here who wants to say something very briefly, and we all know our mother, Mami Agnes, is here. Mami Agnes played a big role in this gentleman's wedding. She facilitated the marriage between this man and the wife. So I will give it to Mami Agnes to say something.
Thank God, we give us and take care of me. Thank God. Yes.
Yes, top five.
I give a top five. I give a top five. I give a top five. I decided to begin there. Thank God for them. With them a few days old. I don't know say them very sense, but thank God. Thank God. I don't know nothing else for them. But thank God. I don't know.
Boban. Yeah. Yes, I have to say something. There are plenty of them here.
Yes. Who's going to take a break? And then non-Bobans can take a break.
Saeko, no. Saeko, take pictures. Saeko, take pictures. Saeko, take pictures.
Hello. So what we have here, we have Pastor Mission and go back. Okay. All right. So we'll do Courage Brother. Okay, I guess it's one person. Okay, so let's go. Courage brothers, do not stumble. Go like fire begun last night. The sisters to guide their humble, trust in God and do sang. Everybody's happy. So now we want Pa to open this floor. I'm not going to call him Pa anymore. Peter, you're going to open this floor. What kind of music do you want? Merengue? Cha-cha-cha or what? Tell us. The Wolotu. DJ. I'm sorry we don't have a Wolotu. Okay, Pa is going to open the floor with Madame Kanga.
I protest.
The biggest actor.
No protest. Mr. Mbandi, Dr. Mbandi is going to open the floor with Mami Agnes. Mrs. Mbandi is going to open the floor with Mr. Kanga.
Yes, I'm here now.
No, put against the wall. Put against the wall. So no one step on it. It can face this way, but
Mrs. Nyindem is going to open the floor with Jacob Kona.
make it stand.
Mrs. Kona
Make that one stand like that one.
is going to open the floor with. Where's Achiri? Achiri, head of household, where are you?
Yeah. It'll work.
Achiri, Achiri, you opening the floor with, who did I call? Oh, Miss Kona. Okay, I think we have enough.
Right here. I'm right here. On your marks, yes, sir.
I'm doing a good job as a heckler back there.
It's not a circle, you are dance with the partner.
Bday, 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 Bday,